And this autumn, there's been a really impactful investment summit in London that our two governments have been collaborating on with many, many businesses, talking about opportunities for innovative businesses throughout the Indonesian archipelago. The challenge that I set ourselves as the UK government is how we support this happening at scale. And I think there is a question for Indonesia. You've been so successful as an economy in a relatively local manner as a Southeast Asian giant. There's an extent to which you kind of haven't needed that global innovation to achieve 5% growth rates. Well, getting to 8%, that means opening up in a whole different way. Getting the FDI in that you described for that energy transition. That means thinking about regulation, thinking about what it is that's going to make Indonesian investment that compelling proposition, as opposed to putting money in the Gulf or in the UK or elsewhere. And the UK is year after year, we've been the second most attractive destination for FDI around the planet, year after year. And the reason that's happened is because we've deregulated and made it easy for inward investors to come to the UK. And so I think it's really positive that Indonesia is now beginning its journey to accession to the OECD and to the CPTPP. Both of these are international, global economic clubs. Both of them require the members to open up their borders and to encourage sort of innovation and ease of trade between them. And in the case of CPTPP, this is a group, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, that we, the UK, are the first member to join after it was formed, with Indonesia now wanting to become part of it. I think there is a special conversation that we can have helping Indonesia to navigate what it's like to join a group like that, because we've just done it ourselves. We're only becoming full members in December of 2024.
I truly believe your voice, the voice of the UK, will matter in changing the perception of others with respect to Indonesia. And I'll go back to what you alluded to earlier. This would have been the foreign capital formation. I think it's quite amazing that Indonesia, despite the limited domestic capital formation, if you take a look at the money supply to GDP ratio, it's only at about 45%. Singapore is 200%, just to give you a sense, right? We need to be at least at 100%. But without our being at 100%, we've still been able to grow at about 4.5% to 5%. Just imagine if we were able to up the ante on foreign direct capital formation. So Southeast Asia has been getting about $200 billion worth of FDI, of which Singapore has been getting about 50 to 60% of that consistently. And the way Singapore has been able to get $100 to $120 billion a year out of the $200 billion is similar to how the UK has been able to attract FDI. It's just amazing how Singapore has been able to position itself in a very trustworthy manner, irrespective of ideology, right? So I've been arguing that Singapore has been able to attract massive capital formation, mainly because of trustworthiness.